Two big motivators that we look at that we like to go after are pre foreclosures and probates. I mean, you're talking about people that are going through some really emotional things, and not everybody has the skill set to deal with those types of people. Any tips on picking a list or just do it and stick with it? Man, Blake, that's an excellent question. Yes, I have a lot of tips on picking lists. So it's sort of just do it and stick with it. But really, what you want to do is you want to look for different levels of motivation, right? So let's say you're in St. Louis. So I have a partner in St. Louis. I do deals up there as well. We look for what are going to be motivators right now. So two big motivators that we look at that we like to go after are pre foreclosures and probates. Not pre probates, but regular probates. So why pre foreclosures? Because they're about to lose their home, right? So it's either they take care of that debt, which most people can't, and sell the house, or they lose the house. What's their options there, right? So they got to make a decision quick. The thing with this list, why it is that so many people struggle with the foreclosure list, even though it's everybody talks about it, but most people suck at it, is because it's a very emotionally charged list. I mean, you're talking about people that are going through some really emotional things, right? And not everybody has the skill set to deal with those types of people. Not some people don't even have the empathy to deal with those types of people, right? So you want to make sure that if you're gonna market to pre foreclosures, that you're willing to have some hard conversations. You're gonna have people that are probably gonna cry on the phone with you. You know, they're gonna tell you all the struggles and all the situations they've been going through. I mean, it's going to get rough. You're going to have some people that are going to be in such denial, and you got to like pull them, like shake them loose, right? The benefit that we have, and like a lot of my students, when I train them on doing foreclosures, it's like I tell them, you got to have a level of empathy and a level of almost like a level of obligation that you know enough about this whole situation, how bad it can get, that it's your responsibility to help them, right? So because I know so much about foreclosures and how bad it can hurt somebody's life and how bad it could affect somebody's life, I feel like it's my responsibility to do everything in my power to help them see the way, right? I can't force people, obviously, and that's not my intention. But if I see somebody who's just sticking their head in the ground, I get very creative with like, hey, let's work through this, right? If somebody tells me like, oh, I'll figure it out. It's like, well, Blake, I mean, you're telling me that you're going to figure this out, but this foreclosure didn't just happen, right? You've been missing payments for months now. So you haven't been able to figure it out for months. What's going to change? I'm here with you on the phone. This is what I do. Let me help you through this. What do you think is going to change? What's going to make it different that you're going to figure out a solution for? What's that going to look like? Right? So you can go into those things. Now, the other list is probates. Why do we like probates? Is because somebody went through the probate process. So they're already pretty much ready to go, right? They went through the probate process on purpose. Probate process on purpose, okay? It's the 3 Ps. But they went through it on purpose because they're looking to do something with that property. So they're pretty much ready to go. So you got to be good at like getting to them right away as soon as those probates are listed. You got, in the same way with the pre foreclosures, you got to get at them right away. And you got to be one of the first people to touch on it and figure out what the heck the situation is. You do run the risk that a lot of those people that went through the probate process, they already have an agent and they're already lined up, and maybe the house is in great conditions. That's fine. Those aren't the ones we're trying to close anyway. We're trying to close the ones that just got the probate done just so they can figure out what the heck to do, and they're still stuck with this house and they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Right? We closed 2 deals so far in the last few months on just probates. One was for 62 and the other one was for like $54,000. So like they're there, and they make quite a bit of money. It's just you got to be first to those lists. Now, those are like our favorite. Then you have your stacked list, right? Now, a stack list, we like starting with either absentee or vacant properties. right? Because in this kind of market, anybody that lives in their home, they may want to sell, but they always respond with the same question of like, sure, I want to sell. Where do I go though? I can't afford another house, right? Interest rates are ridiculous. I don't have the money. I don't have the credit, whatever. But when it's an absentee vacant house, then that objection is no longer there. So we want to take that and we want to stack it with other motivators. Maybe we take absentee or vacant and stack it with tax delinquent, pre-probate, right? So if it's a pre-probate and it's vacant, higher level of motivation potentially. Somebody's inheriting a house that's vacant. Vacant houses are problematic, right? So you want to get creative of like stacking multiple areas, right? Maybe you take vacant, tax delinquent, and divorce. That's going to be a very niche list. It's going to be a very small list. So you can target it a lot better. But get very honed in, get very honed in, pick a list. Those are 3 very powerful lists that you can go after. Do it in your own backyard. I know you were kind of looking into like the virtual wholesaling. That's just a bunch of nonsense. That's distracting. Don't do it. You understand? It doesn't make you an investor. All it makes you is a gambler. Don't do that shit. Do your own backyard. You're in St. Louis. St. Louis is an amazing market to invest in. Learn your market so you can be a real investor. The bulk of the money that we make at Prime, it comes from flips that we do, properties that we buy and we put back on the market because we understand our market inside and out, right? So that's how we're able to do, 6-figure deals because we know our market so well. So specialize in your market. Don't jump around to other markets outside of you. It makes no damn sense. It doesn't prepare you to become a real investor. All right. So I hope that answered your question, Blake. If anybody has any other questions, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to answer them. Like I said, you guys can always schedule a strategy session with me. Just go to join PWM, schedule a call with me, and we can help you out in any way that I can. And if you're interested in the mastermind, same thing. You got to schedule a call with me because I got to see if you even qualify for it. I don't just take on anybody that could just pay for it. I want people that are taking action. So, check that out. Let me know what your thoughts are. But yeah, seems like, let's see. No more questions. Nothing else is coming in. So I guess I'll begin to wrap that up. So thank you all for joining me live. I'm going to try to stick to the schedule of every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central time. So if this works for you guys, keep an eye out, and you'll obviously see this recording later on in my YouTube channel. You just won't be able to ask me questions live and direct. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned. Oh, also, just a quick announcement to everybody that's on. Mondays, I'm dropping new training on mindset. So again, part of my mastermind, we do a mindset call every week. So this is going to be some like snippet training that I'm redoing for you guys, for the YouTube community and the Facebook. It's going to be just little, bite sizes from what I teach my mastermind. But it's going to help you with the mindset piece. Those drop every Monday. And these types of real estate training are going to be dropping every Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. And anything you want me to cover, let me know. I'm always here to do videos for you guys to help you get to that next level. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.